Thank you, Nigel, and thank you all for coming. Look, for decades now, successive Tory and Labour governments promised to get tough on illegal immigration. And yet, year after year, tens of thousands of fighting-age males, as Nigel said, have arrived on our beaches. In fact, the total number of illegal immigrants in the country now stands at least 1 million. The true number could be considerably higher than that. There's little doubt that the United Kingdom is being invaded. In fact, more people have arrived on our beaches illegally over the last 8 years than stormed the beaches of Normandy on D-Day. And they're rewarded for this by a political class that puts them up in hotels at the British taxpayers' expense, given free meals, free healthcare, free TV licenses, and as our Doge team has revealed, even free trips to the safari park and to the cinema. Even those that commit heinous crimes are routinely defended by so-called human rights lawyers who succeed in preventing even convicted rapist illegal migrants from being deported. All thanks to a legal system that prioritises the rights of foreign citizens over our own. Well, the patience of the British people is now exhausted. We're unwilling to accept that Britain's borders should be open and undefended, unwilling to accept that Britain must cede its sovereignty to foreign courts, and unwilling to accept that our own veterans who served our nation with valour and distinction be evicted from their homes to house fighting-age males from Iraq and Afghanistan who turned up on our beaches uninvited. This is a national emergency. It's a national security emergency, and it's time to put British people first. So, upon winning the next election, a Reform government will launch Operation Restoring Justice, a 5-year emergency programme to track down, detain and deport all illegal immigrants in the United Kingdom. It will also immediately stop the boats from coming by sending a very clear message that being in our country illegally now has an ironclad consequence: immediate removal. Deportation is the ultimate deterrent. Our plan combines an uncompromising legal reset with national-scale, relentless enforcement through a new UK Deportation Command and a powerful foreign policy campaign. As Prime Minister, Nigel Farage will direct every instrument of state to ensure illegal immigrants are detained and deported. Reform will pass the Illegal Migration Mass Deportation Act to ensure that no activist judge can stop deportations. We will leave the ECHR, but that is nowhere near enough to get this job done. We must also repeal, not disapply, but repeal the Human Rights Act and replace it with a British Bill of Rights. We'll create a legal obligation for the Home Secretary to deport everyone illegally in the country, and will disapply all international treaties that are used to keep illegal migrants in this country. And yes, that means disapplying the 1951 Refugee Convention and the UN Convention Against Torture and the Council of Europe Anti-Trafficking Convention. That is a non-exhaustive list. These treaties will otherwise be used by activist judges to frustrate deportations, even after the repeals of the Human Rights Act and even after the UK leaving the ECHR. We will create sweeping new detention powers for the Home Secretary without Hardy L. constraints. That means illegal migrants can be detained until they are deported. This is essential because activist lawyers routinely use Hardy L. to secure their client's bail, after which the client disappears. And we'll pass a law that makes clear that if you came to this country illegally, you will never be granted asylum. End of story. This will mean all asylum claims will become inadmissible if made by a person within this Act's scope. So if you came to the country illegally, you'll never be allowed to stay. It strips the Home Office, the immigration tribunals and the higher courts of jurisdiction to even consider asylum claims, because a claim that cannot be considered cannot suspend removal and therefore cannot delay a flight. Nothing less than what we've just described will do. And when Nigel's Prime Minister, there will not be a lawyer nor a judge in the country that will be able to prevent a deportation flight from leaving. If you come to the UK illegally, you will receive a lifetime ban from ever coming back to our country. Re-entering after deportation will become a criminal offence, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. Deliberately destroying your identity documents, having come here illegally, will also become a criminal offence, punishable by up to 5 years in prison. We will pair this legislative reset with a UK deportation command. That is a dedicated force to identifying, detaining and deporting illegal migrants at scale. We'll create a cutting-edge data fusion centre that will automatically share data between the police, the Home Office, the NHS, the DVLA, HMRC and banks. This will allow Deportation Command to relentlessly track down and detain all those who entered our country illegally. We'll build capacity to detain up to 24,000 illegal migrants at a time. That enables us to deport up to 288,000 illegal migrants a year. Detention will mean deportation. No chance of bail, no chance of absconding. We will expand charter flights to 5 departures every day, and to guarantee success, His Majesty's Royal Air Force will keep a Voyager aircraft on standby as a hot spare. So even if a plane has mechanical issues, flights will not be stopped, deportations will not be delayed. And beyond our shores, our Foreign Office will act with the urgency of a nation that is determined. Return agreements will be secured, countries of origin will take back their illegals. Where persuasion and financial incentives fail, we will use leverage. If a country refuses to take back their illegal migrants, we will stop issuing visas to people from that country, and if necessary, we will sanction them. Let there be no doubt, those who arrive illegally will be detained, deported, and banned for life from re-entering the United Kingdom. And this is not just a national security emergency, it's a fiscal emergency too. Right now, Britain is spending more than £7 billion every year on the costs of illegal immigration, and that excludes the huge cost items like the burden on the NHS. Billions are spent on hotels, community housing and welfare for those who have no respect for our laws. Those who obey the rules are forced to pay for those who break them. The cost of deporting those who are illegally will be £10 billion over 5 years, but in that same period, our plan will save the taxpayer over £17 billion. So the net saving to the British taxpayer will be very, very significant over 5 years. And over a decade, the savings will exceed £42 billion. That is money that is returned to hard-working families, to our schools, to our NHS, and to rebuilding Britain's prosperity. This is a transformative plan that will mean those who are here illegally will be deported at unprecedented speed and scale. And I want to be clear that with Nigel as Prime Minister, a Reform government will show unflinching resolve to ensure that Britain regains control of its borders. The hopes and the dreams of British people and their children rests on their government's willingness to do what it takes to defend and secure our country's borders and keep them safe. A Reform government will ensure that the United Kingdom will once again be a proud sovereign nation with full control of its borders. And it is in that sovereignty that lies the foundation of our country's next chapter. One in which our country is secure, one in which our people are prosperous, and one in which Britain is powerful again. Thank you very much, and we're going to move to questions.